Hi, it's Graham here, still living the dream in 2019, and it is Sunday, the 7th of July, 2019. And today, living the dream meets Sailing Salty Lass. The context behind this particular vlog is very simple, and it starts with good friends of Fiona's and mine, Beverly and Gaynor. Beverly and I grew up together in Northern Ireland back in the 70s and 80s. She moved away something like 30 years ago to be with her partner Gaynor in Manchester. And since semi-retiring just over 18 months ago, they bought a yacht, a sailing yacht called Salty Lass. And since then, they have been sailing the yacht around the United Kingdom. And this week, they have been, in fact, for the last 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, they've been in the west coast of Scotland. So today, they're in Troon, which is only about 35 miles away from here. So today, Fiona and I are heading to Troon to see Salty Lass, bringing together two YouTube channels, and that's very important here. I'm going to provide the links to Beverly and Gaynor's YouTube channel in the comments section below, because today, living the dream meets Sailing Salty Lass. Nautical theme today? Rum? No, that's what I call...
The decision was to take Big Blue to Troon today, but that is because Fiona wanted to get the car over 1,000 miles. That's a story for a little later in this video. For me, living the dream isn't just about reviewing flights to far-flung destinations or all-inclusive adults-only resorts in the Caribbean. Sometimes we forget how beautiful our own country is, and Scotland is certainly one of the most gorgeous countries in the world. Well, when the sun is shining. And today, Sunday, the 7th of July 2019, the sun was shining. It was warm. In fact, it was beautiful. So I thought I would start this video by taking on the journey with us as we headed from Strathaven to Troon along the Avondale countryside into East and then North Ayrshire.
Way! 1,000 miles.
What just happened there?
It went over 1,000 miles whoop, whoop, since you got us. It took 3.5 months.
As most of you know, I've had Big Blue, my BMW X6, since the 1st of March. I did a video on that a few months ago, but with the fire the car was off the road for nearly 3 weeks. And to be quite honest, I've changed my driving habits, taking the train and public transport a lot more, meaning the miles on my car has fallen dramatically over the last number of years. So heading 1,000 miles today was a milestone. And as you can see along the A71, no matter how fast we were going, there was always somebody in much more of a hurry, making the A71 through South Lanarkshire and East Ayrshire one of Scotland's most dangerous roads. However, as we cross the A77 at Kilmarnock, the A71 opens up into dual carriageway, making the second half of the journey between Strathaven and Troon much more relaxing. And finally, we were turning right into Troon, a town that has grown over the decades with lots of new housing development on this very popular seaside town. And as we pass over the railway bridge, the Firth of Clyde and the Irish Sea come into view. Until 4 or 5 years ago, Troon used to be the port where you caught the P&O fast catamaran ferry to Liv'n in Northern Ireland. As you can see, nearly half a decade after the last ferry sailed, the road signs are still in place, confusing the hell out of the poor tourists. And next to the old P&O ferry terminal is the Troon Yacht Haven marina, where our journey to meet Sailing Yacht Salty Lass ends. Or is it just the beginning? We'll find out shortly.
You told me long ago all of the things I know. Now I can keep it to my chest.
And it didn't take long for Fiona to spot Beverly waiting for us at the gate down to the jetties.
Into the water, just like the rest. No, it's never gonna be the same when you go and calling out your name. I need your love, I need your love. Can't get enough, can't get enough of you. Can't get enough of you. Can't get enough of you. I need your love.
And here we go, after 18 months in the waiting, Liv'n the Dream finally meets Beverly and Gaynor's beloved Sailing Yacht Salty Lass.
Can't get enough. Now I see brighter day. Oh, nothing's in the way. You know I found a way to go. 'Cause I found a reason now to hold on, not falling down. I'm not sinking in the water. No, it's never gonna be the same when you go and calling out your name. I need your love, I need your love. Can't get enough, can't get enough of you. I need your love. Can't get enough of you. I pray.
And here is Beverly talking me through the awesome digital navigation system that she installed after taking delivery of Salty Lass nearly 18 months ago.
Can't get enough of you. You're so fragile just to hold. Your love is worth this weight in gold. Don't you know you mean the world to me? I need your love, can't get enough. I need your love, I need your love.
And after a couple of hours on board Salty Lass, it was time to head for lunch. And that meant the Harbour Hotel, just over a quarter of a mile away.
I need your love, can't get enough. I need your love. I need your love.
And this is where I'm going to let you into a little secret. The Harbour Hotel in Troon was where Fiona and I had lunch on our first date back in the year 2000. And after lunch at the Harbour Hotel, it was time to walk back to the yacht for coffee and biscuits. I have to admit, it was a gorgeous day back in the yacht. The sun was shining, the temperature was in the mid-20s, and I even felt myself getting a little burnt. However, this is where the GoPro battery finally gave in, and with the spare one back in the car, videoing ended for the day on Salty Lass. Back at the car and with a fresh battery in the GoPro, it was time for Fiona and I to say goodbye to Beverly and Gaynor before making the 45-minute drive back to Strathaven. Heading east along the A71 and with Loudoun Hill on our left meant we were within 10 miles of Strathaven and home. And this is where I'm going to bring this particular video to a close. It had been a lovely day. It was great to catch up with Beverly and Gaynor. Of course, it was fantastic to finally meet Salty Lass. If you enjoyed this video as much as Fiona and I enjoyed making it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow us both on our next adventure here on Liv'n the Dream.